Right.
Yes.
Roll, nerds.
All right, Judge, first is page 3. Cleary, David. Come on up.
And raise your hands and start getting.
Good morning, sir. Sir, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 17th, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a call for service at the 400th block of West Gray Street, Houston, Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer observed the defendant sitting inside his vehicle. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the defendant to have bloodshot eyes, unsteady balance, and was confused. The defendant stated he didn't have anything to drink. A Houston Fire Department employee, the wheel witness, stated the defendant was asleep in the driver's side of the vehicle with his foot on the brake and the vehicle in drive. The wheel witness stated he had a hard time waking up the defendant. SFSTs were conducted. 6 out of 6 clues were observed on the HGN. 5 out of 8 clues observed on the walk-in turn. 3 out of 4 clues observed on the one-leg stand. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to a breath test. The results were 0.179 and 0.175.
Where was he? Was he in the middle of the road?
It sounds like,
He-
yeah, I don't. So it says that he was sitting inside his vehicle on the 400th block of West Gray Street, which is accessible to the public. On a public road.
Don't, please. I have no idea what that is, where it is. Is he in the middle of the road? Is he in a parking lot? Is it Domino's Pizza? I mean,
It says it's on a public street. It says, well, more specifically, it says
reports.
400
My
block of West Gray
goodness.
Street. It's a public street.
I mean, I need more information. I mean, does it say he's on the street there, or are you assuming?
No, I'm not assuming. I'm saying what it says is that the 400th block of West Gray Street is a public street. It doesn't say specifically.
Doesn't
Well done now.
doesn't ask him if he's driving, doesn't, none of that in there? I mean, really?
Yeah, he did have the vehicle in drive with his foot on the brake and was unconscious. But in regards to the location aspect of it, there's something further stated on
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna find no probable cause. I can't just go forward with assumptions here, you know? Mr. Cleary, be safe, man. You know,
Thank you.
we have every single day. Look, this weekend, how many people died on the road here in Harris County? You know, really, be smart.
Thank you.
You know, you have but one life. Don't do something where you either ruin your life or more importantly, ruin someone else's life. Okay?
I appreciate
Please
that.
take a seat for me, sir. I'm gonna find no probable cause.
All right, Judge, next is page 4. Door, Adam. There you go. There you go.
Very sorry. Hands on your side. Yes, sir.
Mr. Dory, you're charged with assault with a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Officer was dispatched to a disturbance. The complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship. The complainant stated the defendant shoved her multiple times with his elbow and also grabbed her arm, causing pain. The officer observed the complainant to have a scratch on her chin, scratches on her arm, and a large purple bruise on her right arm.
Know that he hit her? Do we know?
So the complainant stated the defendant shoved her multiple times with his elbow and also grabbed her arm, causing pain.
All right, Mr. Doran, we're going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. This case is 1,139 days old. If you take off again, I'm going to make the bond so high, you'll have hair falling out. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
As it stands now, I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you so I know where you are at all times. You will have a GPS monitor. I am now also issuing a protective order that you're not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. Miss Ray Perez is now a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit and act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, be in possession of a weapon, or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you violate this protective order, the state can and will file a violation protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir.
What are you doing about that?
Need to find one.
Okay, we will give you time. I'm telling you now, I'm fast tracking this to trial. In 30 days, is discovery complete?
Discovery, it looks like we are missing some photos potentially, but besides that, discovery is.
If you can try to get on it, I'm 30 days, I'm putting this case to trial. Do you understand? It would behoove you to immediately go out there and start trying to find a lawyer. I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Fleischer for your bond conditions. I'm gonna have you take a seat while we create all the documents. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, original one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting,
Yeah, I want one now.
and no changes, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have one or do you need one?
There's only one system.
There's one? Okay, great.
What's your question?
I just need them to file it, because I don't know if the address is.
Blaze, do you mind filing a new MOA, please?
Sorry, Your
Do you mind filing a MOA in this case?
Honor. Yes, absolutely, Your Honor.
But I think go for a second. So. The first. Yeah, that's fine. That's because I've been recorded with this already.
Right, I understand, but it's something that. I was in the back of some.
Shit.
That's not
Excuse
Mr. Dixon.
Yes, ma'am.
You have on docket today Macintosh.
Yes, ma'am.
Set for arraignments today. You want to go ahead and look for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Page 17, Macintosh.
Macintosh. That's the only one. Yeah. Shit, is it changing? Just don't know. I just want to see if I'm done. Yeah.
Counsel, you're. Yes, sir.
I'll get this.
I'm going to sign, yes, sir.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mr. McIntosh, you're charged. You're on bond for a theft. You've now picked up a new theft. On the new case, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 6, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a shoplifting call at Walmart in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the asset protection staff. The complainant stated that he recognized the defendant from a previous encounter. The complainant observed the defendant grab multiple items and attempted to leave the store, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay. Defendant stated he owned a Purple Heart Veterans discount and therefore the amount
That
stolen.
was the first theft, right? I remember that from the first one. That's 254, right?
Right, so, no, this is 255. So maybe similar facts.
Then that's the then that must be the exact same as the first one.
Let me check.
It's.
Right. Yeah, that's my thought. So the older theft is from December 16th, 2024.
Right.
And that was from Melrose, and this is from a Walmart, and this is on March 6th, 2025. I'm not seeing anything on the previous theft regarding the Purple Heart discount.
Okay.
Would you like me to start over?
Just so, to Walmart and how much?
$283.62.
Judge, if you can recall, this is the young man that you had granted a pretrial, you had given a bond for him. You had me to talk to his mother to see if his mother would have a place for him to stay. And she said yes, providing that he puts up an effort to try to get a job and et cetera.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes,
Okay. But he not picked up a new case.
Now, he had.
Have we addressed that since the
Yeah,
new?
we addressed it. We knew that he had picked up another case. That's why you were upset that he had picked up another case while he was on bond for the previous theft. But the court was kind enough to still give him a bond because I had spoken with the mother, and the mother informed me that he could stay there and where until such time that he.
Are we doing another arraignment then
Right.
today?
Yeah, bond conditions have already been set for this.
Vic, why are we doing arraignment? And is today just a regular setting then? I'm showing them both set for,
They were signed.
Door?
Okay, yes, Judge, I guess it was just a regular setting. He
Don't-
had a PR bond, and on the
Right.
bond, it had today's date of billing.
if you pick up a third case, I'm going to absolutely lose it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
must get a job or be in school full-time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do not use any illegal drugs. If I find that you're using, I will lock you up. Do
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
understand? We've given you now 2 PR bonds on the first one, 1 PR bond on the second case. That's 3 PR bonds. You will not get another one. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In the next couple weeks, I'm going to send you for a drug test. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. Okay, so I guess let's set this case out for a couple weeks because I want to know what he's done to get a job. I'm setting your case out for 1 to 2 weeks. I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you have done nothing, if you come here and show me that you have not filled out at least 10 to 15 applications for a job somewhere, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so 1 to 2 weeks, you're going to get tested when you come back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lee, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Marcus,
Hey,
ready?
Judge, yes, approach on Mr. Perez, it's an arraignment.
Page 20.
May I call him up?
Yeah, please.
Ricardo Perez.
Is this all you have today, Marcus?
No, I've got other ones I need to talk to you about.
What is the case number?
It is 255-6010.
Buenos días, señor. Nomás conteste.
Perez, you were charged with assault, bodily injury. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay. Hi, good morning.
On March 16th,
El 16 de marzo
2025,
2020,
officers were dispatched to an assault with injuries
located at 4,000 Hollister in Harris County, Texas. The officers were unable to speak with the complainant because his injuries caused him to be unconscious. Officers reviewed surveillance, which showed that the defendant pushed down the complainant with both of his hands, causing the complainant to hit his head first on the concrete. It also showed the complainant to be unconscious. The defendant was identified through a witness who called him out on the scene and identified him. And the defendant matched the person in the surveillance footage.
Where was this? Is it at a bar? You're drinking? What?
It doesn't state, it just gives an address.
I believe it was at an apartment complex where he resides. My understanding. I guess we'll see what the surveillance shows.
Mr. Perez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my city at all costs. This is now your second assault within the last year and a half to 2 years. If I find that you so much as put hands on any single person, I'm going to lock you up. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to wrangle you. If I find that you're using likewise, I will put you in jail. You're ordered not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of any weapons, or not to go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. For now, I will have you go to Ramona, to Victoria to sign a reset. After that, I'll get you with Fleischer for your bond conditions. Be careful. You are skirting extremely thin ice. Do you understand? If that ice cracks, your butt's gonna freeze. Come on.
This way.
You want me to adjust my other,
Come on.
I have about three
What else?
others. Cruz, Jose Cruz.
Okay.
We submitted the PT application mitigation and the TRAS. We're just waiting on, it was approved. We're waiting on the contract.
Okay, so let's set it 2 weeks for you to get everything done.
Okay. Can I waive my client's appearance?
Yeah, if he doesn't have everything done though, then he's gotta be here because it's an old case.
Okay, he's here today.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll waive it as long as he's, got everything done. They're ready to file the supervision order and,
Perfect.
okay,
Next one is Guevara, Guevara, Jose.
okay.
We're waiting on approval. We submitted the PT application and mitigation on Friday. This is the one that we had talked like a week ago, that we just found out he needed it, so we submitted everything. We're waiting on approval.
Okay, I guess let's do it again. We'll give it another week.
Two weeks?
No, 1 week.
1 week.
It's 250 days.
Okay, and then, the last
Same
one,
thing, it'll be waived if it's not approved or denied by the next one, then I'll send an email myself because it's, yeah. Okay.
my last one is Diego Gonzalez. Again, same situation. Last time we were here, Judge, I was emailing back and forth with Ashley. Initially, she had said he's denied because he
Right,
didn't
no
have
insurance yet,
insurance, and I
correct.
said, no, he does have insurance. And Geico's been trying to get a hold of the CW, and even the DAs are having a hard time getting a hold of the CW. So I'm waiting to hear from her.
I did give her, you gave it in.
I emailed her both. Yes, I emailed her the letter from Geico and insurance.
Let's give it a week also to see if she approves or denies. Same
Great,
thing.
that's all I got. Thank you, Judge. Maybe excused? Thanks.
This is an off-docket matter. It's just really quick that I want to bring to your attention. Jonathan Lopez, you scheduled him for a TRAS. He refused to do the TRAS. We're due back in court on Monday. I'm not sure if you wanted to put him on docket sooner to address it. Cause number is, second, 255-5478.
This is the one you're on the BPO with unconventional, right? Address.
Okay, no, just,
We're okay for Monday?
Sure.
Okay, I just wanted to bring to your attention.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
I'll talk to you.
Okay, thank you. May I have the excuse?
See, I knew it. I'm clairvoyant. I said Ramona. I'm kidding. Ramona, was that it for arraignments, or do we have more? Do you know?
Judge, I'm not sure. The last.
Last one was today's.
Feels good. Yeah.
Adrian Hernandez. Oh. Oh, Adrian. Judge, if you talk to Perez, Ricardo Perez.
We just did that one.
Yeah, we just did.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's all they were.
Ms. Perkins.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Hi, I have Mr. Christopher Allen on docket. The state just filed a dismissal on his case. I just want to let you know.
State what?
Filed a dismissal.
Got it. Okay, I'll sign it for you.
All right, thank you,
Is he
Judge.
here or no?
Yeah, he is in the gallery.
Got it. Okay, we'll give him a copy then.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, have a good one.
Mr. Dorr took off without saying, hey, Mr. Dorr. No. Gotta get a hold of Mr. Dorr. He left without signing his mower.
Oh, yes.
Please.
Back in, it's like that, open the car, you look for the next. Put out.
Resets for your.
It could be all the. For more modern and what's other.
So there's already one like there.
Right. No, yeah, it should be, if one's an event and not, that's fine.
Yes.
Because the doing something up here, so like, you know, when it's in. I usually go on. First, you gotta take your phone and do just. Bonds, you know, page reset. The page reset. So it's like. Phone, page reset, and then snap it. You don't have an entry, it's an old entry.
Yes. It should go to.
Yes, image scan, you reset it. It's not there, it goes to. Yeah, so we're gonna be. We're extradition. Okay, well, let's say one is not signed and one isn't. The only difference is the waiver is the waiver of extradition would be better. The waiver of refusal to plea bond. The refusal is easy. You're just going to come in and
To be approached.
She'll be fine.
A lot of information on it because there's a lot we can do.
This one right here for you. But you weren't on the same page.
Oh, but the sign. Sounds all about Yes, and usually courts naturally assign things to yes. The defendant always signs in PC court. They don't sign when they go through the pre-house. Clear in the fact. I've had it to where sometimes nothing signed. Signer doesn't know, no, it should be. That we figured it out, and I just figured it out. It's not signed. Goes back and saying. Sign the. Yeah, I'll learn it. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Does that one stay on?
No.
You got, okay.
Perez. Empecé por mañana, con los sistemas de la política, no con la mensaje de tipo, para ver, porque no sé si necesito sacar con esa manera, no, para eso. Cuando el mensaje de saber si, yo recibí,
Okay. So I can
It is some business.
Okay, come on then. Did you want the Monday after?
Yeah.
Did you get a copy of it?
Yes,
But there's no guarantee that she'll, so you can't call them in.
Mr. Robinson.
I'll confirm with you. In the morning. Yeah.
I like it.
Yes, there's no federal responsibilities. No. Government
Would you make that on Christine? Reports the plea that we took 2 weeks ago, but we held off for this today because we wanted him to come back in to see if we can. Deserves to get his fees waived. So we set it for a jam. One of the entries have been made, but everything's signed, so I'm planning. He's already here. I don't know if his attorney.
This is the one.
Madrid.
Oh, Mario. Okay,
Mario,
we'll wait. We'll see. Okay.
Yeah, so I tried to read it out again. And I have to know. But I don't know, because you just want to.
It's a second.
Okay, for, yeah. Yeah, we had spoken to her before, but you let to know, that I wanted to speak to something again to make sure that you're going to be here. All right, there you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
I know, that was very
Big sisters, and you can talk about it wrong. So.
Oh, so much, I'm thinking about. Because people want to take pill, in her here. Let's take from her. Yeah. So not the time. All right. Is this yes.
What do you see?
Yes, Judge.
Door should be at,
Yes.
right, so they should be able to,
And then I also sent him a message.
okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah, especially. Yeah. It's a dangerous.
Yes, so I'm gonna walk through to your ass. Okay, cool. I'm just letting you know. It was such a great time. Feels good. So, though, yes. With that. Yeah, that's how. No, you agree. Or after you receive the.
You already know.
You're.
All right. Council for recess.
If you don't need some more.
I don't think it's what you did, like you had it.
Council for reset.
Well, they haven't. Good morning, I'm Daniel Melgar. You've approved the plan, I was meeting. We're doing a walk. Do that. I'll email and I would just sort of out here. I'll ask real quick. Judge, my approach?
Hey, Kristen,
Daniel Melgar.
what's it?
So Judge Daniel Melgar was approved for PTI over the weekend. We're doing a walkthrough TRAS right now. Just wanted to see if we could waive his appearance on the next setting if you get the contract and everything signed.
I mean, if everything's done, yes.
Okay,
It's 217.
understood,
If he's not got everything done by the next setting, he's gotta be here. So
understood.
I'll waive it if he's got it done.
Fair enough. Thanks, Judge. Daniel, come on up.
How long does it take to get back the results for a TRAS?
3 days. Unless they have like mental health issues, there's things about it.
So we'll say 3 days to get back, to get to everyone here. So do 3 weeks then, you know, just.
Let's do six. You have to be here, so unless everything's not, it should all be steroids.
But I just wanted to give it to you, I just so.
It is
easy. Yeah. And yeah, it's to me. Yeah. And I'm probably gonna, just now that you showed up. I was just gonna give it to you. That's the motion. Two cases, one from. And then one from space. But other three to-
Yeah, you saw it on the. So when you walk out.
Yeah.
Get to the grade, run over the wall.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. Block.
Make that assumption. That was a bad.
Hey, Jorge Gomez, check out.
Yes, Judge.
Hey, I need him in the jury box.
Oh, no, I have to run. No, Judge. But yeah, I saw the video.
He's supposed to be here. If he's not here, then bonds revoked.
he still has like the original BVR, but there's one that was emailed today that's not valid. That the case manager reached out again saying that she was mistaken. Because he has the new law violation, and then there was one filed this morning about the positive result, but we have already addressed that. It was just the lab confirmation, so they didn't see my note originally. Yes, that was the original one we had on docket, but I just wanted to clarify the one that came in today, is not void.
Judge, did you want to do PRs? I'm sorry, I got
Yeah, same.
First one is things two. Carabeo, Miguel.
How many do we have?
Yeah, we only need some, there's low ending for some. Those are the original.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
Have the ability to hire a lawyer?
I do. The only thing is, they're way more expensive than it would be to just pay off what I owe the county.
I mean, how much is he owe? It's a theft by check.
$141 in the, oh, wait. So one check was written for $1,377.63, and then one was written for $141.13.
HEB?
The tax assessors, Harris County tax assessor.
I'll give you a lawyer today. That way you don't have to just start wasting a bunch of money. Do you mind appointing a lawyer?
Yes.
So just hang tight. I'll give you a lawyer here momentarily, okay?
I'll get on
Please.
this time, but
Yeah.
right this way.
Did you put an offer on the case?
There is no offer on the case
Do
yet.
you mind?
Yeah.
Please.
All right, go ahead and sign for yourself, please. It's just blank, so I speak with an attorney who has signed. All right, go ahead and have a seat in the jury box behind you. All right, Judge, next is page 7 and 8. Fraser, come on up. Trayvon.
Marcos was just here. He has a BVR.
Page 25, Wilson, come on up.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today?
She just reached back to me this morning, so she told me she's gonna contact me this evening when she get done with court.
Hired her?
I just got in touch with her. Like, I've been reaching out to her, but she just responded.
Okay. Do you want more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Head on over to Victoria. We'll give you more time.
That's it for now.
Mr. Wilson, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yeah, but my whole thing was, I was like,
Hey, dude, I'm not here to talk about the case.
yeah,
I'm just your lawyer. That's all we're talking about.
yes, sir.
Okay, you got it.
One, signing this section. No, you're gonna be pretty close in the back. No, it was for after it's done. Do you have anybody else?
You can go back.
Cancel for reset.
Email other. We did not share. You see for it. Almost. Almost trying to make sure that not it'll we just have to wait, see it. Yeah. So.
Did you ever hear back from about Montanez? About that video?
Yes, so I reached out and tried to get more information on it. I could only get non-confirmed and private ones, so it's 19 was, and so I didn't see that it would, none of the medications provided was extra, we've got a couple. However, none of our case managers or anyone on the joint is certified to bring that as a fact. We'll
put it on docket.
Sorry, George, I meant to tell you
That's
about
okay.
that, but I was trying to see if I could get something more concrete.
Well, they can right. They can recommend.
Or we get approached. That was the other chair.
I mean. You have to look for the top. So do you vote on this policy from the other members and any but any county. So, manager, reporting, believe they can, what he started. Spring and then spring and then it doesn't do. So when I talk to you.
So if. I'm here for whatever part is here. She back. I think much for
I don't think you know that. Go back and see.
Here, you need me?
Yes, good morning,
Hey,
Judge.
good morning.
Jonathan Payton on docket. He just went for drug testing and passed.
Negative, Judge.
Thanks. Okay, we'll just give you normal receipt.
Okay, great. And then he's in Littleton School. He's at Sterling High School senior. And so his mom's here too. So we're gonna just get him through this. So, all right, thanks, Judge.
What's up, man?
Oh, yeah, it's on that.
Yes, he did.
Saying, what's up there?
Okay, all right, I thought I could say that. Okay, we provided proof of enrollment.
Yes, but I told you about our dispatch. The 996 was like.
All right.
So this is before I came back. Yes, spent a lot of time. That is a very, very interesting.
Hey, Hugh.
If you're at the block, and you have someone who is able to in English, you say hi, and you they say goodbye. I feel like we're working from adios, yeah. It is very interesting, very easy audience. Really. And it took a very long time. I would just say, yeah, that's great.
I actually really started to enjoy about 3 years ago.
Okay, and then you said the state's gonna eat that? Okay.
Hey, Judge.
What's up, bud?
I'm here on Destiny Perkins.
Page 21.
Thanks. Okay.
Judge, I'm just asking for a week. I'm still getting together the mitigation packet.
Okay. If it's not done, she's got to be here. Okay.
Sounds good.
Judge House 331 through
You-
April 3rd.
What day next week do you want? You pick it except for Friday.
The second's fine.
What day did you say?
The second.
April 2nd.
Okay, you got it, dude. Have fun.
Thank you, Judge.
She's positive. I can give you things. Do you want to call them? She's always taken.
Outside.
Do you want to sign her?
Yes.
And that'll, I literally say, it's easy to do that when school that all that. So that was probably, I let them just get you.
I'm not gonna, but. It doesn't work out. Oh, okay. That's the first one. I have only. You have a small child. You know what? If I just saw. The other stations. I literally have volunteered. Dude, no, I'm not. I'm not sitting there. Youngster, I'm not taking your seat. I'm not sitting. Oh, you Mr. Bean. Yeah, you are the man. You Mr. Bean was. No, you're not. I'm talking about milk. No, sorry. You look the beer. You all you do. Okay, here's the beer. It's right here. Application.
Hi, Ray.
I just sent you an email on that. Danielle. Yeah. We had addressed it before. Yeah, it was, you sent him to get a drug test on the first BVR. And then it came back positive for opioids, I think. And they said they wanted to send it to a lab. I provided a list of the medications. And then they submitted that second BVR with all that stuff and saying that he did provide his list of medications.
For who?
Janiel.
Oh, the Montanil?
Yes, yes,
Is it Montanil?
yeah. Montanil's master.
Yeah, so we were waiting for the lab results to come back and they have come back.
We knew there was a presumptive positive.
Is the presumptive came back?
Here, she's testing positive for alcohol, though, right?
No. Just opioids. It's a he.
Yeah, I was thinking someone else. But one of those that she's taking test positive for.
I think several of them do. And just a presumptive look at it, when I first looked at it, it was the antipsychotic ones that would give false tests, as far as that's concerned.
Is there just no one at pretrial that can address
None
this?
of us that go.
Not you guys, I know you, but there's no, like,
No, we would have to, not even our drug technicians. I reached out to my supervisor regarding it. And to confirm that, we'd have to get someone who's certified or someone from Abraham.
okay, I'll speak now then. Let me reply to all you guys and then I'm gonna bring someone else in as well, to see.
I got always, and I had this scanning on it. I like the answers. So it's not a problem.
Thank you, Aaron.
So I'll send this email and we'll just stay in touch and then we'll see what they say.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out to the higher ups to see, hey, do we have any, I mean, I can't believe that we don't have anyone that would be able to.
Say one way or the other.
Right,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm trying to pull up the picture I have, but it won't pull up for some reason. But yeah, there are I think one or two of the medications that he takes can give presumptive false positives.
If that's the case, then of course we're not gonna dig.
Right.
See,
Okay. So do you want to leave them off for Friday or do we want to just hold off?
let's hold off on
Okay.
the original date for now. Let me see what.
See what they come. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, your question. I just talked with Robert. Okay. Sure. I mean, I'm following. That's it.
Last time you spoke.
Yeah.
It's not like it's.
She could just be sitting.
Yeah, no, but I think it's fine. I don't. Just kind of.
Or she could take it on.
It does it. No, she's there and she tried to test, but she was provided for the first time, so they're waiting.
Matt, I need to talk to you. You upset?
Yeah.
Okay, so I said we would reach out once she came back.
So you place maybe in trial. Where? On and forth. No, dude. Is it regular? Regular. Yeah, it's kind of a inverse. That's not a good place for you.
I'm gonna check.
Unless. Yeah, I'm not moving. Yeah. Oh, I'm still in. So just get like Harvard Japanese meetings. Yes. Because I don't like no, yes, but I'm tired of so the whole thing's sort of.
Yeah, there's no one in our department that is able to do that. So for the week, so he said that the judge needs confirmation that, so he not gave her help. So I feel like those are the companies. Those are the only people that can speak on that. Okay, let me put that in his notes, I'm gonna tell him when he gets back. This is your case, I'm putting it all. Is that the, yeah. Yeah.
Waiting on you.
What is the name of the? Abraham. ABPR, thank you, help. ABPR, help, HELP.
Yeah. So we gotta win.
Come on.
It's all been nice. Okay. Defense counsel is saying that,
It's clear.
this department.
He was
You
talking to you here?
Huh? I was gonna remember ask for.
I'll get it a little bit. Thanks.
Yes, I can get me.
I appreciate it.
All right.
I'm gonna go with that.
You need to.
No, I'm not sitting there going through.
I'll say this.
So that right.
So that's my back for attorney.
Because no.
Picture.
So that.
240. Problem. 85. 437. Top priority, the.
Yeah, I want to make sure that there's not anything else I think that will need to be 615. It's not, there's a 2005 needs a.
Yeah, that much.
Hey, that's not sure. Not sure.
Yes, yeah.
I will keep, we'll do here. What is the, is one of the free two? Just like.
Oh, I don't know, I just got appointed.
Yeah, Julie's been just- That's good. I didn't think she knew about it.
Okay.
Saying we need somebody to do it.
What's the master check?
So the whole you were saying. Which is turning the question about. So I was telling them, I said, hey, they need registrations. We need you, okay. There's two charts, so there's another $1.
You're right.
Speak of the backstory to everything. How it's all really works around.
I actually speak to you.
Me too. Well, I wasn't the fusion, but I was assigned to work. 2001. I probably do that right now. You have to make it up to call up. Yeah, it's up to you. Yes, it is. Sure is. Yes, you sure is.
Yeah, told him he was in the jury box. He did talk to him. Yeah, that's true. Go back. Okay.
Yeah. Good friend. What do you want to do? I almost want to appeal it, and I know he's gonna do it. I mean, we know who also did it. I don't think we turned into this fusion. She would do it. And Steve would do it. Over at the jail, we have to go over it now. No, I didn't speak with. Let's understand.
That was when you were at.
2007.
That's when you were. But it doesn't hurt.
Speaks in the corner of the team, I'm Rick, can you get nobody else there, it's water, and then the defendant there, and then we have a person stand that's you, do you want to go back to me? I don't know how you're gonna do that.
I don't go to Belgium sometimes.
Yeah, it's just. That might.
Sometimes attorneys come in.
You remember when you changed? They all did feel it's only through.
The mom has like.
No, I agree, just, it's like, I'm right there, while I was around, I want you to be my wife. No. Okay, so, you guys talk all.
Yeah, thanks.
It was crazy. I think Margaret was nuts.
He said it was fine to be a bird. He said you're
It was a separate trial.
I did not ask.
Someone was dubbing.
There's a DA that lived up here and shouted at me. It's so.
If you want, I'll let you know if you want one of us, like meeting.
I saw it was, but she was your girl.
Oh,
Here. You want to sit down? No. Why? Sure. She's on the best. Make sure you come back.
Oh.
I think that would see. Yeah, we can talk about. Okay. It's still good for both, particularly in the states of the fund. You guys can kind of not be fair and then even though you go for something. I think you can just rather not.
Yeah.
No one disagrees with that already, you know. You're really with your going. Well, I'm still enjoying it because I think we have more force now than I did.
Yeah.
It's like a voice sign. We have to do a barber shop, sure. All. When? Saturday. You guys all want to know? Yeah, I'm first. Yeah. You don't really. Can we do say that via Zoom? Can we do that? You burn it, you didn't tell?
Not on the jail on bottom.
I understand. Sorry, I can take a break. I've already been working for this protected. Asked to protect. So why are you going to be criminal?
Yes. Yes. Still, I can start a whole Zoom.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you know, I've been in jail already for 8 days on this game. So I think I wasn't able to come the second time because of transportation. I've already done it. This is not operating. So I'm just trying to figure out why I'm station. Right.
So you come in, you was like, you know what, this case is over. What happens on
Okay. I just, you know, I just.
I let him know that. What I already signed, I set up the process.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no problem.
We're gonna.
Last year.
But if it changes, then we'll do an amended and we'll do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you sign it right now.
Yeah, no, this is the first time I'm hearing about,
I was, I had another, I will say that. Correctional officer, you do me, what you have to, I don't know where I was, so there's a skirmish, but I have to stay in my own box. Over.
That's cool. Why did you?
I'm getting kind of high on.
Okay, so
But I'm wearing a sword right now. It's that one of the, so. Martin, I was in the 40, I'm in the courtroom, so I'm trying to figure out. Well, they also ask, I have, but I mean, I don't know which one would be better. If I can.
Whatever you prefer, that's really what it is. You don't feel like you're
Yeah.
able to hire one?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Especially
we're
like
not getting the job, we got.
students that want to go into criminal law, like, especially.
Are you sure this one you asked to hire, or you actually get work one or not?
I was, it,
You
I
told
just
me
said I
like-
needed to hire TA.
You need to hire, oh, okay, so
Oh,
do you prefer?
Wait, you're a professor at Baylor? Oh.
If you are eligible, yeah, if you're found indigent, and then you can always hire your own lawyer later.
Okay, yeah.
That's what it is. Okay, because still you get your case handled better.
So there is a criminal law boot camp. This Saturday.
It goes on that, David.
Just go outside, so it's try that first, and then come back and say. Whatever that is you have,
Yes, sir.
at least try, and then you'll give your options after.
Right. Okay, right now. I'm just kind of confused, it's been a while for my days.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I'll give you a printer copy.
Your picture. Oh, there's two.
yeah, I mean, I followed the orders the first time, I was like.
That makes sense. Yeah, because we all expect it. Yeah, it's not just. We're good.
Okay. Hey.
Yes, so I have everything I want. I have her, I'm on
Well, we only have this 100. Well, I guess we all. But, yeah, I thought that would. I think it's that 150.
I remember that. I remember.
And one of them is Spanish greatest or there's one person.
Who do about it?
Yeah, we couldn't know, so.
So my next one is on the, if I'm not here to farm.
All set, sir.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. This is.
Not a lot.
And when I get the work done, I'm like. I get paid.
No, you'll have to double turn.
Are we gonna?
She'll still struggling.
Yeah, that's what I figured, yeah.
Yeah, all right. You forgot to, go get it.
I can make.
The church, you can't. Yeah, that's right, church.
And then I was sort of, I was like,
Yeah, that's mine, man. Only problem on first, but apparently. But get back to the beginning, can you? What is that? Albert. Right, and then it doesn't tire.
All done. Yeah, Casey, Karen. Casey.
Yeah.
Chandler.
I mean, where's the?
It's an interesting combination. Yeah, Alicia was a classmate. So is Denise Nichols. Denise. So is Brian Warren. Brian Warren. Should I go on?
How many were the cats?
Are you or someone?
Still there's a lot.
How many were you?
Still around there.
How many were you? 13. Hungry? No. I'm talking about on my DA class. Oh. Really only 9 were green. So Alicia was 9. Denise was 9. Brian was. Girl. I don't care. That's the like.
Always ask rest of my house.
It's such a stupid.
Or best friend Alex.
I think what else would my class is still here. One guy over in juvenile, but that's like Craig still. Yeah, Craig. Also, Mike Donnelly was like number 2 at the U.S. Attorney's Office. I do not know. No, I can't read my class, right? But so there, that one also. Forever. Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes. Oh, Judge Keeney, Kristen Dean, Justice Junkies, of course. People. Yeah. So you have no idea what they're going to
Sorry, well, is 7.
Yeah.
She said, like, a little right at its. That's the only guy I can go with.
I haven't had to judge the bill. Hectic on the stereo. Just gonna be working on this for a while.
Hi, how are you?
We train
Wait,
for fugitives.
we just, okay, didn't we?
Yeah, Diana, yep, she's trained. Now
Okay.
she's floating again.
Oh, all right. You're training like crazy, aren't you?
Yeah.
That means you're good. Good job, Trey.
She's already. She can handle. Hi.
Happy Monday?
Yeah. Apparently you sent my client to go pee somewhere.
She didn't like to go.
I didn't want to be crass, but that's the fact.
No results, that judge, she hasn't provided a sample yet.
We've had a lot of history with her.
I saw that. I got emails on Friday about it.
Had, quite a bit of history. Let me
Third bond violation. I saw that. Do you want me to recite it out of my memory?
That, we've had quite a bit of history. Does she not have a prior case with us too? Is this,
21. I don't think she does.
No.
is this the one where there was an issue with a boyfriend and?
There is a boyfriend in the car, and the really interesting thing about this is like the police officers did a full felony stop on a DWI with guns drawn, making them get out. It's kind of weird.
Capital?
It was really strange. I'm watching it going like,
Capital DWI?
that's what it was. Of course, it was like precinct 4-ish. Everything up there could be a capital in their minds,
And so I don't know what you want to do with this judge.
Just don't want her using, that's it.
I get you.
That's all I want. I want to ensure that she's not. So,
Judge, and then also we have the English interlock that she's not driving, so we're not monitoring her. By any means, because she had a portable at first, we had portable violations, so then she was revoked. Then she provided proof that she had gotten her vehicle fixed, so we swapped her over to the ignition interlock. The ignition interlock is not being used.
so let's see how it goes today. And then I'm gonna random her again. So, if she tests positive, then we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, do you want me to wait? I'm perfectly willing to do that.
Oh, and then I'll get a hold of you. Or you know what? I don't have your new number. Do you mind?
Yes. Give me my new work number. My old number is still the same.
Oh, is it really? Then, hold on.
You have it for sure.
Yeah, I know. If it's the same one, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the same.
5-6.
I don't give that out to anybody. That's me. That is me.
Okay, so I'll text you. And then
But do you want me to come back if there's an issue?
you can always Zoom.
Okay,
Zoom.
perfect.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I
go
have.
straight to my office.
Go.
And it's percent.
Would you have anybody else?
Yeah, so. You're right, but there's all kinds of.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
I was asked by according to Proton Espinosa. This is on the docket, DWI case, clients here. We are still waiting to hear about whether PTI is going to be approved on this.
Everything's in, Judge. We're just waiting to hear back about the approval.
Okay. I guess let's give it a week, Joe.
Okay, sir.
If it's approved, I'll waive, and then we'll sit you off like a couple weeks for you guys to get the contract, get the, portable and all that jazz. If it's denied, it's got to be here so it's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, for sure. Have fun.
Bring one out first.
So how's, I'm sorry, March 31st, they will be.
No, I need it.
We are looking to have. What is it? Would you get your phone forward?
No. Yeah, you can bring it up. Yeah. The person's in the way of all the.
Yeah, so the way it does it, when it's required, on the reset, and then we'll know if you got it. And but if it's just fucking moving around, that is because I. Or was it just someone? Just following the going off the different. It seems like it's. Like. I don't know, something else. And then she would either a hybrid or I don't know. They added to the charge and they trashed this stuff. So last time was for
Yeah, that's when we got this case, FH.
Yeah, that's what she said. I thought it was gonna be with the AG Armstrong list where everybody like conference in before.
So I started. So the day that he closed was right. Sorry. So first day. First started off this day.
Wait,
Must just go back to time, so. Yes. Give that, so you know, and let them know when you get there. Like you guys have, or maybe Adam. Size or that, or then thanks, yeah, all right. Thanks.
Chief, you haven't done any work back on
No, I'm checking where you go now. I so issues. Let me see. Yeah, I haven't. Over at the, yes. And she's open. Yeah. It's off docket. Working is not city. 253 94. I provided you a signature. So you were going to contact the company. To make sure.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's on.
Okay.
I just have.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one more thing too. I don't know what it is. I'll read it to you.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I don't order. In the roll where, yeah, what do you want to leave?
Do you need an interpreter?
No.
Oh.
And then, that's Russell. When comes that, they say, oh, you say, not here.
We're still waiting on something, bear with me.
Right.
Just, okay, there you go.
We're also gonna have something approved.
Well, we can do that, that's fine, because I can still.
Go outside, you can cook or snack or something.
Yeah.
Then, Chris did more times. Originally, it was on there, Chris did more time.
Yeah.
It is. Because it doesn't make it.
It's not my fault.
I know.
Okay.
So we should know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Nobody's been comfortable about impressive. Just the one that I read today.
Last thing, sex, I need that, I, yeah. Even if he's not, well, it's just, yeah, not working very time, I think you should something like that. I'm just worried about it. Yeah. No. I'll approach on, yeah, that works. It's not my case, but I'll put you somebody else. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but because it shows considered more. God.
And the bird, I asked for coffee.
Yeah.
Be your. The John Jones, the Jones found. Let's see, I think it's just got Jim Jones. But the cause number, let me give you the cause number, 250-02903. 250-2903. All right. EMB. I gotta get it. If he fails to hear his phone, will be below. Johnson. He left his home during curfew while. This is new. We heard us all. I saw it 27. Number 30 doctors coming. From the under to 30 years. I got to get you. Jesus Christ. Or to wear a GPS device in the ear to curfew. He left his home during curfew. And returned at 9:35. Sorry. Could you use? No. He's an old school, he's a young school graduate. Yeah, it's old, he's a young man with old school conviction. If you suddenly fight, you do it. No issue. There are consequences that you got. You learn that. You got to get them. That's not how you old. Busy, you know. I can't really. Yeah, very much you are or you are.
Obviously, it's not there on the dash camera. I reached out to the officer today, yet to hear back, because, the officer who does the officer report is not the one on the camera. So I emailed them and told them to call me, so I don't know if they can change the. I just want to check it first, at what point the dash camera will be gone. I don't know. So, I just want to see the call.
So from my perspective,
Yeah.
My perspective, if you see one vehicle passing, because that one gets, it's not, he's just going out.
Well, I mean,
The Mustang that's on you.
It was bad.
So there's one vehicle, but he's nowhere near that. When cash camera turns on, he's well within this lane,
right.
As that car is past there. And that's the only car that's really anywhere near his vicinity.
Right.
So either he's almost threatening the cars, activating his machines, really visible, or Yeah, it's just not correct.
Right.
I think. So that's kind of one of them. I don't think he's correct. What we see on the stage doesn't. You know, I mean, I see him moving a little bit, but it's all. It's not.
Yeah. So, let me just see what it says.
The judge said it says but I mean, all the way for that.
That's fair.
I don't know if that's all right now.
Well,
Right.
okay.
They-
But I don't
they-
know.
I get it, because there was the.
I don't know.
But what I'm.
Is, oh, it's still active.
Why don't you just figure it out? And it's all the copies that, and then we're gonna say.
Oh,
You're gonna able to pick your. Fair. Yeah. It shows that.
yeah, then, I get it. Yeah. It just. Yes.
How are you today?
How are you?
I'm good for stuff.
Okay. You know what you're stressing about?
I talked to Steve, we have an up and out.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's a short time. They open in, even the share response told me.
So I don't know how to.
Because. So.
Sure. More exciting, sir.
Okay. You know, I mean, I know,
No, I get your.
because I don't really, it.
To get out.
Ready?
Good morning, Your Honor. I am here on Mr. Mark Gurley's case, who's on docket today, Judge, Gurley. And initially, I'll wait till you find it, Your Honor.
Thanks. Gurley.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see it.
So initially, I had brought up some concerns that I had with the accuracy of the DIMS report and accuracy of the information that was being alleged within the four corners of the probable cause hearing information, I guess. And so you had set this.
As far as probable cause?
Right, yeah, as
You
far as
want to redo probable cause?
well, we had heard probable cause, and within the four corners of the DIMS, you had found that there was probable cause for the case to continue. But the issue that I had.
Want to do it again?
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of bringing you up to speed again, Your Honor, because I know it's been a few weeks. So the issue that I had raised at that time was I did not believe that that was accurate. The state had conveyed videos to us about, what the officer had seen from the dash camera perspective. And so I had issues with the accuracy of what was contained within the DIMS. I've spoken to the state this morning, and she said that she's reaching out to the police officer to find out, I guess his side of the story is my understanding. I don't want to speak for the state.
I watched the camera footage. I just want to speak to the officer before we make any decisions on the case.
The issue.
The issue is that from what I can see, I don't want to get into the facts of the case right now in front of you, Judge, too much, but.
Then don't.
Right.
Then don't. Just do what you need to do.
Right.
It's only 25 days old.
Sure.
I just emailed him today. Yeah. I think a
Set it up
regular.
a week?
Yeah.
Sure, it's a very new case. If I can get maybe a couple of weeks, Judge, I've got.
You can have as much as you want.
Sure.
It's up to you.
Yes, sir.
I guess if you just set it, if you need me to do another probable cause hearing, I'm happy to do it.
Sure.
If there's something that has come to your attention that's not right in the DIMS, I'm happy to hear it and we'll redo probable cause. I'm happy to do it at any time.
And maybe the state's conversation with the officer will clarify all of this and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
I'll grant it for you.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Say no more, Mr. Salinas.
I appreciate that.
Whatever you. Yeah, you want to be 30 days? Let's just do something.
No, I didn't ask. And then first, the phone, and if you want another view on that, it'll be a way of time. So I like. So yes, he did. That was. Yeah, what was your
Just give me 1 second, I'll follow. We're not gonna interpret it.
No, okay.
That's not.
It's not this.
Oh, it's still. You're welcome. So David,
We waiting on.
Judge, do you want to reach out to Beetle?
What's the result?
THC and cocaine, Judge.
She needs to come back.
Yes, Judge. Okay. And then review. Well, and then on Friday, and then we'll email you all of the things on Wednesday. So get ready. Right, Mr. Twitter. You have the phone. I can get it. We'll just say, hey, in my case, we will be all of them. Because we file with this piece of what you're going to do. That's it. Thank you.
What's up, man? Shout out this one quick. Don't know what it is. We just trying to do something. You didn't end up shining. There,
That's. Yeah. Yeah, so.
I know, because.
That's fine. I mean, we'll just.
How are you?
It's all good. Yeah.
Yes, all the quick questions.
I don't want to. I may be all on it, so it's. So.
Do you want to refile and show the man? Do you want to show like that? Okay.
Fine. Do I need to write anything on the paper?
255555.
I'll print it out. Okay. Thanks, man.
No, I was that I don't know any instance has sounded wrong. How are you? Good question. I was just hired at a meeting. She's getting ready something on. But she's gonna go out of town. Conservative. Should I say that? But it was to do about her. That's what you have to do. Will do. Let me apply for the states.
Good morning. No. Taking a jury over Family Law Center.
Okay.
I got Christopher Floyd.
Yes.
Okay. You are.
I know the pictures of all files.
Okay.
We're just with our outreach.
Okay.
What's the name? Is that something for this?
What she's got.
Yeah, he's got, it's like he said, he's.
I didn't realize. Well, sometimes it's down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy.
Hey.
Hi, Judge.
How are
you?
Ah,
Good to see you,
it's been
Holly.
such a long time.
I know, I'm back.
What's new?
I have
Thanks for the warning.
kids. How are your kids?
And maintenance.
How old now? How old?
14, 12, 9, 3.
There's 12 or 14 girls?
Well, a boy and a girl. But we put them to work.
A real girl?
Girl.
God bless you in every way there is.
She's great. I love it. I'd have more if I had money.
A real girl is just you and.
She's so sweet. Great.
We've been there. We were 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old girls.
Those rough for 12.
They're hard.
It's okay.
They come out of it.
Yeah. You can't just give it time, patience, you know?
I have Miss Clifton, who's not on your docket.
Okay.
She was here on Friday and she's hired me on a DWI and she has 2 trips planned and she has to do UAs. One is out of the country, one is not. How do you handle that?
So typically, if they're out, we have them, if they're in the United States, we have them go to like a quest wherever they are.
Okay.
They get called on to do
Okay.
this. Get the results to you, get to us, we're happy.
Okay.
If they're out of the country, how long?
She'll be out of the country for 5 days.
So
Puerto
let her know, her,
Yes, or her.
let her know not to use. She's gonna get tested as soon as she gets back, just so that she knows.
Okay. Okay.
So
Perfect.
just let Felicia know about the dates so that for the out of country ones, so they know not to call.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
Will
that's
do.
it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Have fun. Hi, Shreya.
255555.
Oh, they're so serious.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Same old, we're here on Miss Gillis.
Thought I had it open. I closed it. All right. So Judge, she's one out of Pennsylvania for theft by deception, false impression.
False impression.
So this one, we'll be asking for no bond on the extradition because over the course of 6 times, she stole $780,000 from an elderly, and it shows from the hit that she's an international flight risk with a
non-American passport.
That's the first time I've heard that, an international flight.
That's what it
flight
shows
risk.
on the
Is
hit.
Interpol involved?
Well, so that's why I was surprised because this was a DHS referral. I was kind of surprised there wasn't a nice hit because she's not a citizen and it shows. So I don't
Want
know.
the bond?
Check.
I want a PR bond.
PR bond. Okay, so let's bring her out, please. Gillis, if you don't mind. Yeah. Joe, you want to talk to me while we wait?
I'm just here for Mario. He's got Christopher Torres, who is surrendering himself today. I believe papers are filed and everything. But he had, and I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were gonna, if he had shown you.
Well, no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving the fee.
And so he's given me an AA log. All right, give it to the court. Of all the times he had gone, he'd gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he missed. Torres. And Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise, he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 classes.
I understand.
Okay, here, let me give that back to you. Christopher Torres, come up.
Oh, sorry.
So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I'll be as much of a help as I can.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a third degree to enhance to a 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no, for enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes, to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct, but it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It could be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to an even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanors, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had one strand of hair for every time, I'd have a nice looking head of hair. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What are we doing?
Oh, let me get a
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law, and you give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. And I'm telling you now, your record, it's not a good thing. You get pulled over, even with the faintest smell of alcohol, you're going to be charged with a felony. Do you understand? I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. So, he goes in today?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna waive the fee because you're going into jail now, so I'm not gonna tack it on, but stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm gonna find you guilty, sentence you to 50 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm gonna suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license, and then we'll take him into custody now, and I'm gonna roll your court costs so you won't know anything, all right? Okay,
you, Judge.
Good luck. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Great to see you, man.
You too, Judge.
Okay, show you. Ms. Gillis,
Yes.
good morning. So your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state, and we got you here. Mr. Kim.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions, caused a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them, I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual, but
What other criminal history does she have?
she does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possible. I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? I'm thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really, she was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an H1,
H2B.
something about H visa, and her father is a US citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They've refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself. They've only given it to her 2 times.
I mean, we'll see about, I'll reach
I
out
just
to
think
medical.
this is
Don't worry about that. I'll reach out to medical.
That
and
is
see what we-
insane.
Yeah, I know,
But,
it sucks.
like,
And
6
that can
days
happen.
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child, okay, so it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things, because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on now with her 1-month-old that she's going to have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
With the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to
Not only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time? Let me see.
Do you go back and forth? You can tell the judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah. I work in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth, and I also
So
do
then you should
extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The currency office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow, because I don't think wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old gym.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or do you just think because she's on a flight now? I don't know. That's why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware of making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. I don't know what's going to trigger, so. Because she doesn't have an accent right now, but because she's on a visa in terms of what they decided to revoke.
This is crazy.
So like I said, I'm willing
Because
to.
then ICE is gonna put a hold on her.
That's what I mean. It's like I'm
ICE is going to do it regardless.
ICE has not put a hold.
No. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not going to put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right, I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry. But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet with Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
We'll get the proof. I'm gonna have to zoom in tomorrow though, but I'll get it handled.
Sure, of course.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Oh, yeah, of course.
How are you, Judge? Good morning.
Good morning.
Still, yes. Judge, I'm here on Jesus Figueroa. It's approaching on a plea. You're on?
Okay, are you ready? Oh, it's a second DWI?
First.
Is it a true first?
It's a true first.
Okay, I'm okay with it. Come on.
It was a 1.5, but it was reduced.
That's why I was, got it. Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Figueroa. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It looks like the state is going to reduce that, take off the enhancement. So now you're facing only 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will now go on your record as of today. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What we're doing today, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to 3 days in jail, granted you credit for 2. I'm now going to suspend your license. I have to. I'm going to suspend it for the minimum, which is 90 days. From now on, you get pulled over. An officer's going to see this. Even the faintest smell of alcohol, dope, anything, you're going to go down. So don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Thanks, Josh.
And we filed a DPS waiver search.
I'm going to waive your fines and fees that would normally be $4,500. That's what you would normally owe with a case like this. You pick up a second DWI, it's $6,000. Do you understand?
Yes.
And a minimum of 30 days in jail. Get the clue. All right, good luck.
You can.
Thanks.
Judge, I have another case. Last name is Said, S-A-I-D. I'm here, Attorney Russell Newman is in trial. He wanted me to take care of this case, but he's not present. He's not here today, Judge.
I'm going to end up revoking it then. He was supposed to go.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do you know Said? Did he show up?
We got notification that he did not.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it.
Something his father has been in touch with me.
No, he's supposed to be here. This is the second time we've done this. The case
It's old, yeah.
No, it's 250 days old.
Okay.
He knew it because I admonished him
Right. I
ad
don't know.
nauseum last time. So
We'll see what we can do with it, Judge.
thanks. Thank you. All right. 5,002 on both. Say it again? CC. Yeah. Brent. Hey, bud. What's new? It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Dave Gardino, you're on.
Unio.
Yes.
Oh, is this the one
From last week,
Did you
yeah.
get it done?
We did. I just heard we got denied for PTI. Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought it was a good mitigation package.
Just due to the accident and the details of the driving fast, he was denied.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to set it for trial. Well, actually, I'd like to have a compliance hearing. There's some discovery that is missing. The state brought it to my attention. I'll let the state.
It's a so there was multiple agencies on the scene. It appears that we only received discovery from one of the agencies and the other agency did not submit discovery to us. I have watched the footage and I've been able to identify the other officers on scene and I've been in contact with them. I just haven't received the discovery yet.
How long do you think? Have you spoken to them or no?
Yes, I've spoken to the,
What did they say? Do they have it?
they would need to look. I think there might be an additional offense report out there and I think there might be an additional body worn camera.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. I'll set it for a compliance hearing on Friday. Subpoena the well,
I mean, you're a judge, if we don't have this by then,
I mean, yeah, because the case is like,
case, right?
you know,
This has been an issue I've seen with this particular agency.
what agency is it?
It's HPR.
What the flip?
I've seen it where their system goes by offense report number, but sometimes when they have a different offense report number. So then when the body worn camera comes back, it tracks to a different number. There's a way that HPD can pull it up by their own name and badge number, but we don't have access to that. We just pull it up by the offense report number. I've seen that in felony. It's bit me in the behind before when I was in trial where, you just don't know their body came from.
Okay. I mean, I guess Friday. Blaze, what do you think?
I mean, it's been.
261 days.
I think if we are telling the officer, like, you need to have it by then, I'm hoping that lights a fire.
Okay, Friday.
I have a scheduling issue for Friday, Judge.
Zoom in.
I can zoom in. Well, what if he's gonna do a plea? Well, I guess it's, we'll see if it comes.
See if it comes.
Yeah, I think they may dump it.
It's.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I waive my client's appearance though? Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Back.
Yes, Judge.
Ito.
Okay, and if you're here then. Okay, we'll call on to the side. I said no.
Hey, are you ready?
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, please. Of course.
Good
It's
morning.
been a while.
I
How are
know.
you? Good to see you.
You too,
I'm
Judge.
so sorry. There's so much drama up there, you know? It's just too much.
It is, but you
Down
know,
here, it's,
where they put me is where I go.
I get it.
I'm here on Ms. Gutierrez, Sandra Gutierrez.
Come up, Miss Gutierrez. Either you have a problem or you just don't care about court orders. It's one or the other. If you have a problem, I'm going to address it for you. And I promise you, you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? I'm now going to put an ankle monitor on you. And if I ever find that you test positive again for anything, and I don't give a rat's behind what it is, you will stay with me. And if it becomes an extreme case, I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days, probate it for 2 years, and put you in a lockdown rehab facility. Do you understand? If that's what it's going to take. I'm amending the conditions now to put a scram on her ankle. I hope, above all else in this short life, you are not driving. Because if it comes to my attention that you are in violation of this affidavit, it's really not going to go well for you. You understand?
Yes.
Okay? All right?
Your Honor, we do have an offer. And we wanted to run it by you to see if it was something that you'd take. It is a jail offer.
So, Your Honor, it was, yeah, and this was I didn't see it, but yes, it was a minimum of 30. I think we just didn't realize she had 10 days credit, so it wouldn't be a time served.
How does she have 10 days credit?
I didn't run her, so that's what.
That's what she did let me know. She has about 10 days credit. So we can verify.
254, 5,000.
5,000?
5. I don't know.
It's just.
Sandra Gutierrez?
Hmm?
She had 1 day.
She has 1 day credit.
1 day. Where'd you get 10 days
One
from?
day,
That's
well,
okay.
I was in jail so I was on probation before when I caught this new charge. I was actually did a 5-year probation and I was supposed to sign my papers that day that I was, I guess, exited out of jail, the day that I left jail. And
Look,
it was like a week before, so yeah,
please,
I'm not sure.
just, you guys talk it over. I don't want you to say something that really hurts your case, you know. So it's probably better that you just talk with Ms. Chisholm, figure out what you guys, we only have 1 day credit here. That's all we have. If you want to, I'm happy to do it.
That's good, Judge.
If you guys want to do it.
The 1 day, Judge?
Right, well, she has 1 day credit. I'm not going to give her more than she's entitled to.
I understand.
You know, I can only give you what you're entitled to,
Yes,
right?
Judge.
What you have here. So if you want to do that, you have my blessing. It's up to you guys. You let
Sounds
me
good,
know.
Judge.
But as of today, if she leaves here, she gets an ankle monitor.
Of course.
And then if you test positive again, it's not going to go well for you. Okay?
Sounds good. Judge,
So you let me know. Yes, ma'am.
does she have to go back in here, Judge?
No, but she's got to meet with pre-trial.
Yes.
Ms. Gutierrez? Go ahead and sign the form and I'll give you a copy. I think you've done
Hi.
it for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I was here on Friday on 2 cases, which is Manuel Cooch, COC, and then CUZ.
Yes.
And he's in custody, Judge, but right now he's in the 177.
Okay, we'll roll with tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And then another defendant is Neil White, and he was in custody and being processed on Friday, but it appears he made bond over the weekend, and he's not here, Judge. And he's got a bond violation, Mr. White bond violation report, and the state has filed a motion to revoke and raise. He didn't check in, Judge.
PR bonds on all these cases.
Neil?
Why is in custody, right?
No.
No, I don't.
It's all said he's in custody.
At you going? You got Neil White? I'm showing bond made.
I double checked.
You should consider on for terrorist.
What?
Yes, we done.
And I don't see anything for the AFM. You made a surety bond on the AFM. Yeah, the AFM separate by us, so you made sure you get.
I mean, he's supposed to be here for these cases today. I mean, I guess maybe they get him a 7-day setting. I don't know.
He said here. And then you made another shirt.
White.
They just had to get the yeah, I just.
So what's probably gonna happen is he got a 7-day setting.
He's still Hocha?
He got, when they bond out, they get 7-day settings normally, okay? I'm assuming that they probably gave him 7-day settings on everything. What I'd like to do is put him on for Friday. So if you have a good number, please reach out to him and let him know that we're going to put him on docket for Friday.
will, Judge.
He has to be
I
here,
will.
okay?
And the other gentleman carried till tomorrow. Thank you, Judge.
Hi.
Good
morning.
Hey,
I am approaching on an off-docket matter.
Okay.
This is for, cause number is 2535421.
Ms. Treadwell.
Ms. Treadwell.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So we are close to getting an agreement. However, I wanted to revisit, Your Honor, on this. Well,
No, I know what you're gonna do.
No, Your Honor. It's more so of, we're not trying to get out of inpatient. That's not what she's trying to do. Okay, she's been working with the WHO Santa Maria for the past 2 months now, and they've been sending me all letters and everything. I just had not had a chance to send it to state. They offer the type of facility that you can bring her children, and that is much more so what we would want to do.
I don't know. Did they recommend Hue?
They did.
I'm okay with Hue.
So,
From my understanding, Santa Maria is for small children, pregnant, is she pregnant or?
no, but she has a small 3-year-old, and she's 3 years old. And she's 3 years old, autistic, she is.
I'm okay with Hue Santa Maria. I'm
Okay, you're okay with who's Santa Maria? Okay, there we go. That's what we did. Okay, all right.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I didn't want to know so fast.
No. I want to make sure that it doesn't, if they're okay with the Santa Maria, I'm okay with it too.
Okay.
Yeah. Totally.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Hi.
May I approach?
Yes.
Judge, I have Dennis Fisher, and this one's getting old, but he's sent me a bunch of character letters that I need to compile into a packet. And so can I get 2 weeks on that? I'm hoping they'll approve him for PTI. They had previously offered him time served.
369.
I know, Judge. Could we get 2 weeks and then we'll just either see if they'll approve him for PTI or set it for trial, plea or trial?
Have everything?
Judge, he sent me the letters yet. He sent them yesterday, so I have to compile them into a packet.
I'll give you a week.
Okay, 1 week.
360.
Then I'll compile them in a packet today and just send them so we can at least get a response on that.
Please.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Mr. Fisher?
Here's a copy of what we sent.
You want me to approach on a different one?
Yeah.
Judge, I have Moses Garza. I don't know if you want to talk to him. He's kind of unsure. I'm guessing we're just gonna have to set it for trial because he's.
No. We've literally set it
Yes,
to
Judge.
consider since December. Mr. Garza,
And I think he's in the hallway. I can go get him, Judge.
please. You have had since December to consider what to do. It is now time to consider now what you want to do with this case. Today is the plea deadline. You must either accept the plea bargain agreement or we will set your case for trial. If I set your case for trial, that's okay, but I'm not going to take anything else. I'm not here to play games. You either, that's it. You're out of time. It's 190 days old. I will have you talk with your lawyer. You consider what you want to do. But today's the day.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, do you want to go over here?
Give me a second. Let me finish this. Info.
This first. And she's.
You want me to go to this?
Sure.
Yeah.
On Ms. Sandra, Judge?
Yes.
We have a new offer, probation officer, 15-month offer with a TRAS. Whatever the TRAS states that she should do, she'll do it.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Sounds good?
Absolutely.
Sounds good, Judge. Thank you. We'll write it up.
Here's the thing, though. She couldn't even make a felony probation. How's she gonna make this one?
She didn't make felony probation.
Did she make it or did she get adjudicated?
She completed it, 5 years.
Tell her that if she tests positive, I will put her in a treatment facility, though, so she knows.
Yes, Judge.
Warned is fair warning.
Yes, Judge. And she,
Absolutely.
yes, Judge. I'll let her know.
Yeah, she was satisfied. Just a quick second on how the court likes to do things in general. So when we have a final or like time served with restitution, how does the court like to do that? They want restitution first.
Up
then sentence?
front,
Okay.
unless they're gonna do a probation, then they can pay it out on probation. But if we do a plea and then expect restitution after the fact,
I totally agree.
So
I wanted to make sure
if they want to do a time served, restitution has to be beforehand, so we know that we got it, and then we'll do it. Otherwise, they do it throughout probation.
Gotcha.
And let them know, or whoever, that I've literally held on people 3 years to get restitution.
Yeah.
So, sure.
You want me to approach?
Yeah.
Judges, I don't know if Jorge Gomez ever checked in. He picked up a new case.
Yeah, we already, yeah, I know. We were gonna end up revoking it, right? Because he didn't show up today. And he picked up a new case. He had Beaumont BVR.
I haven't been able to get in.
Okay, okay.
I did text the judge. And I'll be right back.
Judge, revoking on the old case?
No, just I think only the DWI is on today, right? The trespass is on when? Friday?
27th.
So we'll keep that on, and then if he appears, then we'll deal with it. If not, then it gets revoked on that day if the trespass.
Yes, Judge, but we're as of now just revoking the DWI. Thank you. Yes. We have any other pages? Yes.
I'm gonna start writing on the docket. Let me take this.
No, yeah, good.
I guess that's what the old. Okay, yeah, we could get rolling material. Yeah, actually. I'll roll two. No, it happens, man, it happens. Wrong was built on a day.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Judge, page,
Well, you took the docket, right?
oh.
I'm positive, look up, is it CHA, the bottom? No, he was out in the hall. Page 7 and 8, Frazier, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Frazier. Do you have a lawyer today?
So I do not.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
So
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it. What are you doing with yourself these days? Are you working?
yes, sir. Just going to work.
Okay.
Taking care of my
I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it.
children.
Please. Thanks.
I'm not giving the sign. There's this one, okay, we just sign with the life reset. The lawyer and attorney. All right, I've been in touch. Yes. You ready for the night?
Run that back.
Page 10, Gomez Jorge.
Yeah, 5,000, 5,002. Give me 1 second. Let me just do this bail order real quick.
She does. Talks to the guy that she does. Yeah.
Okay,
Next is page 13 and 14, Hernandez Anthony, set for arraignment, go to appear first time.
2501. Okay, bear with me 1 second, will you? I have Nathan,
Yes, sir.
come up, Ms. Lynch. She tested positive for cocaine and what else?
THC.
THC, Nathan. This is not my first bond violation with you. In fact, this is our third, and I don't know what we need to do to get your attention, but now I have to take you into custody again. She goes with you.
My stuff.
Yeah, I'll have them get it. I'm sorry, Nathan, but it's the third time. I can't continue to do it.
Okay, Judge.
So,
We'll take
she'll probably roll up on tomorrow's docket and then we can revisit it, like everything again, I guess tomorrow.
That sounds good, Judge.
Okay.
We'll be there.
Thanks, Nathan.
All right.
Judge, what's been the bond amount?
15,003. Lynch, it's not, I don't think it's on docket. I gotta, it's 253-7045.
2537045.
Yeah.
You said 15,003.
It should be filed.
It is 25261.
Okay, so now, prior to release, GPS with a curfew.
And then the 9 to 6 or 7 to 7?
And it's-
And then did you want to keep the ignition interlock or scratch? Hey, Deputy, will you make sure to hold this line?
Hey, Vic, who's next?
Yeah. It's not. Just like, bring in the sign insurance.
Judge, next is page 22 and 23. Diane?
Oh, on Syed, 5,002 on both.
That's the older. We don't have our own. It's just a state file. The last one is better. So. Small. Very difficult. So small from my stuff. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. So.
All right, Vic, you ready?
Yes. Can I call this real quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, but because he needs to file it first.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Not now. No, he hasn't done it. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You want to go through the rest though? Is that-
Richard? Richard?
Hey, how are you? What's new, man? You okay? Anything exciting?
I'm sorry?
Anything exciting?
Well,
Tell me something nice.
I litigate, well, I lost.
You do litigate well.
No, I litigated a First Amendment issue down in South Texas on a pretrial writ. And this is the statute that makes it a crime to solicit or receive information from a public servant that the public servant has access to by means of their office and that has not been made public. And
So like if I ask a cop to look something up
yes,
in their MDT,
yes.
something like that.
Statute. And
Wow, that's
and so, well, this issue got before the US Supreme Court, same statutory provision that my case is under. Got to the US Supreme Court where a journalist went to a police officer and said, hey, what's the name of that border patrol agent who had, I think that agent had committed suicide. And that police officer gave her the name. She's an investigative
it's
journalist.
public. No, wouldn't that be public?
Well, that's-
Unless he's looking it up on the computer and finds, I guess.
Well, so it's an exception under the Open Records Act to the requirement of disclosure that the government not release identifying information, things like that. So the government could keep that stuff, but they're making it a crime to ask for it. And my position is, well, First Amendment allows you to ask that question. And so that journalist case got dismissed at the trial court. Then she brought a 1983 suit in federal court. And the court found that she had qualified immunity. The Fifth Circuit found qualified immunity. They said it's not clearly unconstitutional as applied doctrine. And so saying it's criminalizing too much speech and it's vague and some other First Amendment issues. And so I wrote, I don't know, 80 pages of briefing for my Cardinal Tunnels back. And but we had that argument last week.
But you don't have the result of it.
No, I lost the writ, so we're doing an appeal with that. And
Does it go straight to,
no, it goes, well, you can appeal the facial denial without waiting for the case to be done. So we're appealing that now. So it's interlocutory.
right, I was just about,
And we'll be in the Fourth Court of Appeals in Corpus Christi. And so it's an interesting issue. But the First Amendment case law is all over.
you said to the US.
Well,
Court of
that
Appeals.
journalist case got to the,
Right. So next, so you could go to the Supremes.
well,
Back,
so,
if it's denied again?
well, so we got denied trial court.
Mhm.
Then, so that journalist is not my client. That's a different case.
Oh.
But same statute. And so the Supreme Court has recently spoken on this issue and said, go back and revisit the denial of the qualified, the granting of qualified immunity. So the Supreme Court thinks that this is a First Amendment issue. Position is you can go up and ask the government any question you like, and if the government doesn't want to tell you, they don't have to tell you. But you can certainly say.
How can
what's
any
that person's
question be, you know what I mean?
Right, that's what I think. And so, but it's very interesting.
I mean, is that where we're at, where we're like prohibiting people what they can ask?
That's what
You know?
If here is, the statute is 39.06C is that statutory provision. And I understand that the government may not want to give information.
Well, obviously, you can't just
So don't
start.
give it. And, but yeah, the same thing, I think your position is, you can ask and the government will just tell you no.
Sure.
They don't.
That would be the logical thing, except as opposed to just barring
Yes.
speech and what a person can and can ask.
And so my position is there's better restrictive ways to accomplish the state's compelling interests. So it's a strict scrutiny analysis. And there's more least restrictive means to do it. So you could make it a crime, for instance, to ask for something where you know it's bad.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I didn't even think of that though. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're gonna ask something that you know would be illegal, then that, I mean, that makes
But
sense.
it's not an element that you know it's illegal. It's just an element that you ask. And so that's where I think, and so we got into an interesting discussion about.
How are you gonna get into what someone knew, what someone didn't know? I mean, my goodness.
But the three cases that have made it to the.
I guess in that respect, you do need it. The statute is, you know, yeah.
So we got into an interesting discussion about what the term solicits means. And I interpret it as solicit information means to ask for information. The state's position was solicit is an artful criminal law term that means to ask for something in a bad way. And so we had an interesting discussion on that.
So they're adding a negative connotation to the word.
It's undefined in our code. And I will say, we do have solicitation statutes, like it's a crime to solicit someone to commit a crime. And in that context, solicit does mean you're trying to accomplish criminally a crime. But I think that's markedly different when you write it solicit information, because the object of the verb is information, not a person to do a crime. So.
Interesting.
And, but that was my last 2 weeks of breathing and pain and corporal. So
It's worth it though. Good job.
as always, George.
Yeah, you too. Good job. Mr. D, yeah, you ready?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I'm here on Mr. Joshua Connor. Judge, this is a DWI PTI.
You guys get everything in?
No, sir, we're still waiting on Mrs. Geis, Mrs. Ashley Geis. The chief had communicated with her. Everything is in.
She did have some questions, I think, and I've answered them. I just am waiting to hear back from her response.
You want to roll it till tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, I'm okay.
I'll talk to her today.
Judge, if I may.
Yes.
Could I waive my client's appearance? Because if it's approved, then all I gotta do is send it.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, I'll be your judge. Okay. Yes, sir.
Ready?
Wait.
Wait.
All right, you want to call them or not?
Yeah.
Just good time. Page 23.
Okay.
Stevens, step forward and put your first step.
2501.
Now we're just waiting on Michael Sam.
Okay.
And.
Come up, Ms. Gutierrez. Fam, on which one? Ms. Gutierrez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's a second, am I right?
Yes, Judge.
What happens the next time? If you ever pick up another DWI, what's gonna happen?
It'll be a felony.
2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Any prior pen trips?
Yes, Judge.
How many?
Just one.
You could be potentially a 15 to life case next time you pick up a DWI. 15 to life, minimum. With your record, just mere smell will be enough. So if I were you, if you want to get lit, wonderful. Just don't get into a car. Find another way. Take an Uber. 30 to 50 bucks will get you wherever you want to go in this city. Don't matter where you want to go. Anywhere. Do you understand? It's not hard. One button. All you need to do is literally push one button. Car waiting for you, wherever you want to go. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Do you understand? This will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Now, is it being reduced to a first?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, there is a surcharge that you will be required to pay in this case. You will be required to pay a $3,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? It's a second, I'm not waiving it, and it's being reduced to a first. You were lucky because a second, it's a $6,000 surcharge that if you don't pay 1 day, every $100 you owe. So you will be required to pay this fee. You will also be required to pay the court costs as well. You have entered into an agreement where they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of the agreement, you will do a repeat offender DWI education class, one victim impact panel. You will do a TRAS to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. They may do inpatient, intensive outpatient treatment. They may do just supportive outpatient treatment. They may do inpatient treatment. I don't know what they're going to do, but you must fulfill whatever they say. Do you understand?
Yes.
No drugs, no alcohol, a guardian interlock. But since you don't have the ability to drive, you must get a portable device. 25 hours of community service. Do you have any children? Okay, get rid of the community service. I'd rather do a parenting class. $100 one-time donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. If you need extra time to pay, we will give it to you. All you have to do is ask. I'm telling you now, there's 3 possible things that could make this thing really go sideways. The first is if you drink. If you consume, a warrant will be issued. They will file a motion to revoke your probation. We will have a hearing here. If they prove it to me that you're consuming, it's very well possible that we put you into inpatient treatment. The other thing the worst possible thing you could do is drive. If you drive without a Texas driver license and a liability insurance, likewise, they will issue a motion to revoke. The other thing is take off. If you abscond and you take off, it's an instant warrant. If you ever have an issue, you can come talk to us. We can work it out. There's never nothing that can be solved. Everything can be solved in this life, one way or the other. Those are the 3 things that are all hangups. Do you understand?
Sure.
So cut her fees. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Was there an accident in this case? No? Okay. All right, ma'am. Best of luck to you. We'll have you meet with Shereen.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse. Thank you, Judge. Good to see you again.
I don't have it. I ain't got it.
Trey, do you have the financial affidavit?
Yes. Got it right, Judge. For trade on break.
Yeah.
Get you on.
Hey, what are you waiting? What else are we waiting on? 'Cause I got a jet. I have a meeting.
And.
Say it again? So who's the first one?
Michael Fan.
What case?
Oh, page, he has 2 cases, page 14, 15, and 16.
Have you gotten a response on Lemus? Michael Pham. Are your ears burning?
Yeah. Well, hey, Mike. What we do. Yeah.
Alex, you're so quiet over there.
Yeah, not my blood card anymore.
So no more.
Until I find a new supervising attorney, so. I can't, it's,
His
you have me 3 years.
supervisor,
Oh.
his official
Yeah,
supervisor.
I'll be 2 in October, so.
You wouldn't know it.
I go up.
Wouldn't know it.
Yes.
Carlos?
That's all we
I
received.
think it said like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's gonna zoom on to this case. They said they're going 5 minutes.
Hey, Michael, do you have a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Time sure. Oh, hasn't been filed yet.
No.
Hey, I forgot a lot. Insurance paid $5K that they have still thinking let me talk to the judge. They're not gonna-
What happened?
We're trying to get a plea worked out with restitution.
Oh, this is what you were asking?
Yes.
It's just, yeah.
Michael?
Mr. Anthony Lopez,
Yeah,
it seems like he needs to pay out of pocket 1,500.
okay.
So could we get 30 days, Your Honor?
Once time served.
Yes.
How much do you want?
30 days.
Well, I'm not gonna do 30 days. This case is 210 days old. I mean, this should have done a long time ago. I'll give him a couple weeks. But Michael, that's right. So here's the deal. We don't, you gotta understand that the business that we're in, we don't trust people, right?
Understand.
We gotta have the stuff up front because we've been burned plenty of times. So if that's the route that you want to do, take the time served, you have to pay restitution first. Can you generate the bill if you don't mind? That
Yes,
way
it's
we can-
already generated.
We can give you the bill to you. I will give you 2 weeks. The case is 210 days old, so I'm not giving you much time. I'll give you 2 weeks. If you've got it paid, great. If you don't, we can do a probation and then you can pay it as while you're going on the probation. So don't stress. If you don't have it, then, don't do anything you shouldn't do, right?
Yes, sir.
At the worst is the worst, we can always do it through a probation,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
You got 2 weeks.
I can get it done.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then I have Mr. Louis Lemus, Your Honor. We submitted a mitigation packet. Ashley's waiting to see if he has proof for college before she makes a decision. Can I get a week or so?
I mean, all he has to do is get proof of college, right?
Yeah.
Literally,
I
that's
don't-
something that you can just pull up on your phone and email. I'll give you till Monday.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
If it's not turned in Monday, I'm not doing any more research.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we had the 31st.
She's not the.
She was just like.
That's good. Back.
Judge or Montanez. Anthony is out of office today. However, I did reach out to the rest of the court supervisors that are in the same position to confirm, and we do not have anybody. So they said the
How
correct
is it that we're
route.
like the fourth largest in the county? And I
Just in
can't
our
imagine.
department and for our drug testing technicians, they're not employed by AverHelp. So that's the only discrepancy there. We send it off to the AverHelp lab. So for confirmation, AverHelp would have to be subpoenaed.
I'll wait till Anthony gets back and I guess I'll talk to him.
Yes, Judge.
Hey, there is a motion to revoke. Do you mind signing it from the floor?
Listen.
Judge Pepper Spears. I found, I got signed.
Yes. Hey, there we go.
So.
Page, you got page
I'm here.
7 and 8, Fraser.
Come up, Mr. Frazier. If you look on the TV, this is the lawyer that's been appointed to represent you, Mr. Pruitt. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, if you pick up a new case, if you become a danger to my community, it's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Sure.
I'm not asking much. All I want you to do is be a productive citizen. Do as much as you can to help out everyone and be nice. Do you understand?
Sure, no
Okay. So Deputy, do you mind getting his cell phone number? Do you have a pen? I need you to write down your cell phone so I can give it to Mr. Pruitt, and then I'll have him reach out to you here momentarily.
Judge House, May 6th through the 8th.
May 6th to the 8th, Carl. Thanks, Deputy.
May the 8th is good.
While you have this lawyer, Mr. Frazier, I will waive your appearance. Is that a 3-2 at the end or is 3-3? 3-2?
3-2. Pick the 532.
Well, he's your lawyer. I'm going to waive your appearance. So you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you got to stay in touch with him. You understand?
Sure.
Okay. I've texted you to the cell phone. We'll have you sign your reset and then you're good to go. Okay. Good luck, Mr. Frazier.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, man.
Are you texting it to me or are you putting it in the?
I chatted it to you.
Oh, chatted it. Okay. Good
Yeah.
enough.
So take care. Look at the chat. Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Are we doing a plea?
Yes, Judge, but just want to make sure we do waive the DPS fine for Mr. Garza.
Is it a first or is it a second?
First, Judge?
Yeah. But let's get this done because I need to take off.
Yes,
Please.
Judge. Sorry about that. I was in felony court.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Mr. Garza, come up this one?
Can you get the waiver?
Yes, I'll do that right now.
Did you do the?
We need you to sign.
You're gonna have to sign it.
So this is your next court date. You do not have to, just call them. Okay, that's it, you're free now. Alright, Judge, that's all.
And then Deputy, we have one more person for you to take in. Mr. Proctor. Mr. Proctor.
Sorry.
You now have 2 warrants for your arrest for failure to abide by the bond conditions for continually picking up cases. So we're taking you into custody now. You have the 2 warrants. So he goes with you. What up, Mr. Garza? Mr. Garza, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you have done. You need to understand that this charge, it's going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. You ever get pulled over again, an officer is going to see this. If they smell anything funky, if they smell alcohol, if they smell marijuana, it's not going to go well for you. Let me say, it's probably not going to go well for you. Don't give them the ammunition. Don't really. All you have to do is one button on your phone. A car will take you wherever you want to go, $40. You understand?
Understood.
Right. It's not hard. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, and give up the right to appeal, like I said. So that's why it stays on your record. Is this what you want to do?
I'm gonna have to plead, plead guilty.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor, it's.
Your other option is trial.
This is the only best option right now. In trial, I would need better representation, and you being a defense attorney, you know how this is gonna go, and it's not gonna work out. And I'm not in a financial I'm sorry, to interrupt you. I'm not in a financial standpoint for trial, so.
Our lawyer if you want, but
Yeah.
you need to understand, I'm not going to take this plea if you don't think you're guilty. You know, we don't play games here, right? You need to understand that he's got a lot of stuff going on in his life too. He's got hundreds of cases, right? So the evidence is out there. It is what it is. Have you been able to see the evidence?
I have, and it's not good, but it's not bad either.
Talk about the facts of the case.
I'm just saying, if you've seen what's out there, I don't know. I have not seen it, but juries aren't dumb.
Yeah.
They know what drunk people look like. They know what intoxicated people. Drunk doesn't have to be falling down stupid where you pissed all over yourself. And no, it doesn't have to be like that. And you understand?
I understand.
Because this is a lifetime decision that you make today. Once you do this, there's no turning back. So you need to be fully aware because like I said, there's no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up here. So if you want to do it, we can. If you don't, we can set you for trial. Did you apply for PTI or no?
Judge, we talked a lot about PTI and it was an income issue. He just doesn't think he can afford PTI, but we've had many conversations about it.
That's something you're going to pay for it one way or the other. You know, DPS is going to start charging you for this thing, right? Your insurance is going to skyrocket. Insurance now is crazy as it is. So you're going to pay for it one way or the other. The option for PTI is if you're granted entry into it and you complete it, the case gets dismissed.
Not a financial standpoint, even like I've been over my financials and I don't want to be in a bigger hole than what I'm already in.
You don't want a trial?
I'm waiving the right to a trial.
Okay. All right. How do you plead to the case? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll find you guilty. I'm going to send you to the agreement. The only thing, just don't pick up another one. If you think that this was bad, wait till you get a second DWI. Wait till you get it only gets worse. Now, he's asking me to waive the fee for you, which is a $3,500 fee. I'm going to do it now, but you pick up a second DWI, it's a $6,000 fee, not to mention the minimum of 30 days in jail. So get a clue. It's not hard. You understand? All right. Best of luck, man.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just be safe. It's not hard. All right, done.
Thank you.
Money. What's your last name, sir? Hughes?
The process
Say it again?
Two motions, sir.
I don't see Hughes on, do you see Hughes on the docket?
It's two motions to restore property, Judge.
Oh, I've not even been given.
And the lawyer, I'd say we just let the lawyer approach it and talk about it.
I don't even see that one's been filed.
Judge, I think it was brought in and given to the clerk.
I don't have time.
Was it the financial?
No, it's two motions to restore. I don't have time to look at it now. If you want to file it. They can leave copies with me and then we can take a look at it later this week if you want. Pick a day that you want to come back and then we can take a look at it. It's just now coming to my attention. I don't even know. And you guys don't even have it?
Is that the one you gave him this morning?
Well, no, so Trey came over to me, he said, hey, these were out there. I came back and said definite no on this one. And I said, why? But I gave it back. I still have the other one. If I could get that.
So they're not on the docket, right? They just filed it at the sale. The judge is just gonna keep a copy, take a look at it, and it will come on their own sometimes.
Well, let's get started. So the first is 253. Oh. That's all.
So, hold on. I'm going to tell you now that I want to see proof of ownership before I even grant it, like receipts.
Yeah, both receipts.
Receipts and stuff like that. Okay, so file everything and then we can take a look at it.
Okay.
Okay?
I thought, I had gave the paperwork to him. He said that it was already on. He walked out earlier, but he said.
I haven't seen it. And then I got to roll. I'm already late at this.